This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1, and he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Hey, yellow! Hey, watch the slant.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely.
Come on, fellas.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yellow! Charge the line, 80! Pick it up, guys.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a man who really came on late last year. It's Damian Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Everyone, you got 4 down.
Mahomes now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And McCoy loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with, a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Stiff-armed him. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
The third-year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively. No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again. Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route. With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception? Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Let's go. 319. Number 53. Mike 53. They're going to need some therapy after this. We're doing it. 53 inside. 2.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And room there to work it inside the 25.
Yeah, baby.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return. And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over. Well, security eluded him. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check pass. Check pass.
And they try to sweep to Jones. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Mike, strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On first down, Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about the game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Yellow.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
In your face.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Yellow.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's getting us.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let me know right now, you better bring.
Check. 53's mine. Check.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Stop your running.
53's the mic. 53
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Hill on the return. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
50's the mine.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Setting aside the matchup of Mahomes and Rodgers for a minute, this game is one of the NFL 100 Series bouts that they're having this season. And we saw the Packers in this game last week when they faced the Raiders, their opponent in Super Bowl II. This week it's the Chiefs, their opponent in the very first Super Bowl way back in 1967. The Packers winning both of those Super Bowls. And as I mentioned a week ago, Bart Starr, the MVP of both of those games.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Trevor Davis deep for Green Bay. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Mike,
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw is Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This is McCoy. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's get it.
50-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right here, right here.
15.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Well, let's see. The Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Yellow.
Mike 50. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 50. Mike 50.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it.
Let's go. Let's do this.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Big stop, G.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got a first down past the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 39, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
319. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 319.
On first down, Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. A gain of 6 there on first.
319.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
319. Pick up the ball. Jump out.
Rodgers to throw once more. He holds it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Single.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. Gets past one man, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We got what?
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 49 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. This is Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the third down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
The Chiefs take over first down.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, it's McCoy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. I'm going to run you over. Back one.
Now Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Graham. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Now, 3rd down.
Stand it up. 258. All day. 44. Mike. We are going. Silver. Over.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
And a Packer first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
258. Number 53. Mike 53. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Here we go.
They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 75 yards, and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They begin the drive with Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's been a long day for you.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Alert, 3 down.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in.
And this will be caught at the 30. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, and even 50 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Yellow! I got one lady! I'm scared!
Now it's Mahomes again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Attack!
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Check it! 319! Check 53, right! Watch the run, watch the run!
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jamal Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Let's go, man.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check my 50. Coming, baby. Easy.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCoy. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking for Kelsey on the deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
To throw, it's Mahomes, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened. When they went up 3 scores, I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the
big fella, the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham. His 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say, not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Now, after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Throwing now is Mahomes. Caught. It's Ellington. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right? Williams loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
Hey, 43.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
Get ready. Get ready.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Yellow. You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flush to his right. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Bruce Ellington there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Bruce Ellington. Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The road with the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Aaron Rodgers so cool in these situations, but he's got to get his guys moving.
Yeah, they have to be able to have that urgency while still keeping them cool.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
We want it. Come to my world.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. Open man is Allison, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this will be caught at the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
We go right.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody.